Hey guys, so I typically would do my vlogs like me sitting down somewhere cozy so that I could get through everything I want to get through, but I have so much anxiety, not just today, but this whole week, so I'm gonna have to stand up and talk so I can just make sure that I say what I need to say. It's been a lot going on. I know the past couple videos have just been y'all trying to figure out like, is this girl gonna stay at this job? Is she gonna like leave? What's going on? I'm leaving because it's just been way too much disrespect. I was okay with some of the challenges being presented, but when it gets to a point of not only exploitation, because I mean, we all getting exploited through labor anyways in this country, but when it comes down to the disrespect accompanying it and the not appreciating me for the work I'm putting in, I gotta go. So, what it came down to, y'all, was pretty much my uncle passed away. Like, somebody that means so much to me and my family. Like, this is like somebody that has been in my life from day one. This is like the person that I came to really love and get to know in my college years because they lived in my college town. And I mean, anything I needed, this person supplied it for me. Like, didn't ask any questions, didn't bring it up again after. Like, just such a sweet person that was so loved by me and my family. So, just that loss was so, like, not only shocking, but it was just like earth shattering. I mean, me and my family were totally thrown off by this loss. So here I am thinking, yeah, I work somewhere where, of course, it gets stressful, but at the very least, when you go through something, they'll understand and they'll try to accommodate you and make your experience better. Girl, so wrong. I'm gonna just drop the text of when I told my manager, whatever we gonna call it now, former manager at this point, when I told her what happened. This was her response. So, inquiring about certain tasks that I hadn't had done, which, mind you, since all these people have left my job, I have had to work not only my position, but I've had to work like a basic staff position as well, like having to step in anytime somebody don't come to work, which is every day at my job because nobody ever comes to work. I love that for me. But I don't blame people either because who the hell wants to be exploited in this way? Who wants to keep coming to a place where you're clearly not appreciated? My job talks about staff like dogs, and I'm sure that they've picked up on it by now. So I would be out the door too. I wouldn't come to work either. I would have been made a different move if I was them, and I tell them that too. So, anyways, yeah, that was just one, and I was like, okay, this is clearly like disrespectful as all get out. Like, I had immediately started looking for other jobs like that day. I mean, I think I was already like browsing. I'm always like low key browsing for when a job want to try to act up, but I started, taking it more serious. I boosted my resume. My resume is popping anyways, but when I go ahead and go polish that resume up, I mean, it's usually 2 to 3 business days before I start getting major phone calls. So I already know, I know that I'm an asset anywhere I go. So I just be confused when the company that I work for, well, this has been the only instance really where the company I worked for was just so trash and just didn't even appreciate, you know, I could go on and on about this place, but it's over. That chapter in my life is done because I actually had an interview at the place I told y'all my friend was like jokingly telling me I should work with her at. And I went for my interview, y'all. Like, literally, I think my uncle's services was last Tuesday, and then I told y'all, quick turnaround. I got a phone call to come down there that Thursday, so 2 days later. So, mind you, at my uncle's funeral, very upset, emotionally distraught, of course, me and my family. I'm getting phone calls the whole service from my job, like, can you come in? Can you come in? Like, they all know my circumstance, and it's just like, wow, like, you don't even have the decency to, like, not text me on this day in particular. Like, I still did some work, even though I just can't believe it was still expected of me. I still did some work on this day, and I just asked that during the actual services, like, leave me the hell alone. So that didn't happen. And I went on to my interview. So the job is about an hour away in Charleston. Y'all, do you see what I'm getting at? Like, I'm so pressed to get away from this job, but it actually pays a little bit more, and it's more of a set schedule. Like, a bitch knows she going to work at a certain time and knows she getting off. Like, if I get held over, it's whatever, but it's not like I'm gonna get held over a whole 16 hours, which happens to me. So I'm done. I'm done. I need my time freed up. I got too much going on with my creative projects, and just like the people in my life. I'm wanting to devote more time to them, because these jobs don't care about us. So why should I sacrifice myself any more than I already have? Yeah, so that's the thing, y'all. I drove in the middle of a workday. My job just happened to have this impromptu meeting the day of my interview that I just happened to need to be there for. Like, all these other meetings where I have not been able to make it or something, or I had something else to do work related, they had no problem like moving forward without me and just filling me in. But the day that I have to go to a job interview an hour away, they blowing my phone up, y'all, like talking about, where's you at? We can't start without you. Like, since when could y'all not start without me? Like, this is just, I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know if they got tipped off or something that I had a job interview, which if I did, it would have been my business. So pretty much I had lied. I told them that I had a doctor's appointment, right? Still, they like, when are you gonna be done? What are you haven't done? How much longer is it gonna last? Like, just very intrusive, weird questions, weird approach to just, I mean, I've never seen nothing like this. Is probably the worst company I've ever worked for. I'm not even gonna put them out there like that, but if anybody that knows me and knows where I work and you considering working there, please hit my phone so that I can inform you about the pitfall that it really is. It sounds good at the beginning. Money is great, but not for the amount of stress and the expectation versus the amount of support you will get from upper management, because there's none. You're not going to get none. But the expectation will continue to go up, but the support won't. So good luck with that. Yeah, so I drove all the way down there, y'all, and I killed the interview. I always, like, I'm real good at job interviews. I'm real good with my words. I'm real good at telling my skills, and everything went well. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I was expecting to be told the day of, like, I was expected to leave that interview knowing I had a new job, because, girl, I was ready to quit that day. The way they was texting me, talking about bring a doctor's excuse, like I'm 16 years old in damn high school, like, can't do it, couldn't do it no more. So I just came back. Everybody was pissed off at me, like the whole culture. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, everybody was just so pissed off at me, like the whole attitude towards me amongst all my coworkers, like people that I was like cordial and cool with, like suddenly like wasn't fucking with me. So I was just like, fake, first of all, like not know where I want to be anyways. And yeah, I was just like, it's time to go. Like, it's officially become like a hostile work environment. Like, I don't know where I stepped out of line at, but they not fucking with me. So I was like, I gotta go. So yeah, I've just been kind of waiting, and I was getting kind of down about it. I'm not gonna lie. And I knew it was a Scorpio full moon, which was yesterday. So I was like, please don't give up, because the Scorpio full moon brings a transformation to your life if you're needing one. And I really do feel like that was a chapter I had to close out. Like, I did what I was supposed to do. I really feel like my time was up at this job and with all these people I've met, which I've met some really cool people, but it's just, I wasn't meant to be there long term. That job did what it was supposed to do. That job, helped me get out of my like COVID rut financially. It helped me get a new place. It helped me just get caught up on a lot of stuff financially. And now I'm going on to something better. So that's how it's supposed to work, y'all. These jobs ain't supposed to be nothing you cling on to. These jobs supposed to work for us, period. So that's how I'm feeling about it. And then yesterday, I officially got the call that I got the job. So, job secured, bag secured. And then the extra bonus about it is that I don't start until May 10th, I believe is the exact date. So, not only did I get a new job, but I have a week off beforehand, which I have been needing a break so bad, y'all. Like, I'm so tired of working 16 and 24-hour shifts and nobody caring. Like, people just being like, oh, okay, well, good. I mean, glad we have somebody there. Like, no appreciation, no nothing. So, I'm going to take that week. I have to set some finances up a certain kind of way because I was expecting to just kind of jump into it, but I feel like the universe wants me to rest. So, I'm going to rest. And yeah, the sun moved out of my 10th house. So, I think it's so funny how right when the sun, wherever the sun goes, it places an importance on that area of life. So moved out of the career house, and it's like the moment it moved out, it's like the career just started to become less of a priority, which thank God. And now it's in my 11th house of like friends, hopes, wishes, networking, social media, stuff like that. So it's been very interesting. My friends are definitely stepping into the spotlight in my life. I've been chilling with a different friend or staying up late talking to a different friend on the phone like every night since that transit. So I went to a friend's house for dinner the other night. We had a great time, like a childhood friend I hadn't talked to. So I do see this theme of like friends getting more important, I guess, throughout tourist season. And then yeah, my house is kind of split by Taurus and Gemini, so it's gonna be this theme for a while. So I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. I'd rather focus on friends than focus on whatever I just came up out of. But that's what I'm saying. I'm coming up out of a phase, leaving it behind, and starting fresh. I'm excited for what's next for me. I've actually been more interested in the Charleston area lately. So I think it's kind of interesting that I'm getting pulled in that direction job wise because I think eventually I will. I mean, I don't like to make no plans because my life is just so chaotic, y'all. I could end up anywhere by next year. Who even knows? But I mean, if it's in terms of flow and how things are looking like they shaping up, I could very easily end up living in that area within the next year or so. So and I'm okay with I'm a feather. Like I'm floating. I don't care as long as I'm happy, I'm at peace, and I'm able to create in the way I want to. I'm cool. So things are definitely warming up. Love to see that for the mental health especially. And I've actually got a super exciting little event coming up on Friday. So today is what? I don't know, today's like can't even keep up with the days, y'all. Like I'm falling asleep in my work meetings for this current job and everything. Like just so disinterested, so disconnected, so ready to start fresh. But yeah, I believe today it's Tuesday, so I have like 3 more days left at this main job, and then I'm out. If I can make it that long, y'all, because they've been getting on my nerves even this week alone. Still, like literally tell you I'm leaving because I'm getting worked into the ground, and then you continue to work me into the ground. I love that for me. So yeah, get through that. And then on Friday, literally my last day at this job, I have such a treat waiting for me. My mentor, Shayar, which he is a Jamaican artist that I featured on my website, and he's just awesome. I'm so glad we crossed paths. And I might talk more about him at a later point, but being a Capricorn, I do have these relationships with people where there's some kind of age difference. So he's like, I think he's in like his 70s. Something like that. Y'all know I'm 26, so we just have a pretty cool bond. I'm just getting to know him really, but he always tells me like, you're gonna be big stuff. You're gonna be big stuff one day. So I want to work with you. And he's having an art showcase / acoustic set that he's gonna do this Friday at this place called Publicity. And he asked me to come, and I'm going to actually do a live interview with him in the middle of the concert. And I'll get to hang out and check out more of his work. And it's just so awesome because this is somebody that is like extremely talented and just has lived quite a life. Like he traveled with Burning Spear in the 90s on the European tour playing guitar. Like he's lived quite a life, and it's just like it's awesome that you not only see a light in me, but you are willing to invest in me. Like, you could totally ignore me and just act like I don't exist. Like, I could just be a random anybody, but the fact that you invest in me and you want to see me grow creatively is just, I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, it's such a blessing. So I'm excited for that, you all. I don't know if we'll talk at any point before then because, like I said, I'm just happy to be getting through my last few days in this hell that I'm working at and going on to the next phase. But then also, like, all these great events I got coming up. I also will be going to DC, I think, on May 8th to go meet up with my girl Honeybee, another artist that I featured on the site. And it's so funny because I couldn't get to her like I wanted to because of my work schedule all this time. So we pushed it back so far to meet up to May 8th because we were talking about this like a couple weeks ago. And she was like, I'm so glad she was like working with me. She was like, yeah, we can do that. And then I was like, I'm gonna be starting a new job. I don't know if I'm gonna be off, and I don't know if I'm gonna be off in the midst of me trying to start and me like ending this job. And it's just so funny that the start date got pushed to May 10th. So I will be going to DC to see her. That might be a whole different. I might do a whole different vlog for that one. But I definitely will be chatting with y'all before I go to my event on Friday. And yeah, I'll take you guys along with me. Why not? So I'll talk to you all soon. Much love and many blessings.
Don't have it on speaker because I don't want you to hear. I don't have it on speaker. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll give it to you. Just Carol. Hold on.
This has changed, right?
Yeah, baby. Kim. Hey. Hey, baby. How are you? I'm a lot more happier.
Good morning, y'all. It is like 9:30. I've been up for a while by choice, and I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday went well. Yesterday was my last day, and I was supposed to stay till Friday, but y'all, I just was so disconnected. Like, if you have me on social media and you seen the stuff that I was posting, you'd be like, yes, this was over it. I could not make it to my last day. I only gave them a week notice, and then yeah, I ended up not even staying the full week because I was over it. So I went yesterday. Um, the moments leading up to this job was like not as heavy as they have been in the past. 'Cause when I usually leave a job, it's like a big deal for some odd reason. But this time around, I think the day before, I didn't even for real go to work. Like, I just kind of did what I had to do in the morning, and then I went on home and was just like, I'm over it. Like, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. But yeah, after that, I was just kind of hung around my house. I did a deep cleaning on my house that day, and just like purging a bunch of stuff with that Scorpio full moon. We was talking about just like clearing out, like just starting fresh. Like, I just threw so much stuff away, and then my dad had invited me to come back to his house because I was over there a little bit before. I just stopped by to say hey, and then he talked me into coming back. So I came back over there. He had a nice little fire set up, and we sat around the fire and just chilled and did some recreational activities and just, enjoyed each other's company, which was cool because I hadn't chilled with him in a while, and we used to see each other every day when I lived with him during the pandemic. So I don't know. I think your relationships with your parents are a little bit better when you get some distance from them. That's just my personal opinion. But I do miss him, and I'm glad we got to spend some time together because Lord knows I barely had time for myself these past couple months. So, anyways, yeah, we hung out. He was just being silly. He's so obsessed with his lawnmower, so he was showing his friend something about it, and then from there, somebody called him and asked could he go cut their grass, and he jumped on his lawnmower with no second thought. So that's just him and the lawnmower, y'all. But I want to get on here and say a little something something because today actually is the day of the art showcase that I'm a part of, the art exhibition, I should say. And it's getting big, y'all. It's getting bigger than I ever could have imagined because I went to go see my mentor on, I believe it was Tuesday. I can't remember what day it was. My days run into each other. But we went over some of the questions I was going to be asking him during the live interview, and he liked them. And then he just started going on and on about how all these people from his past and that he's met, and even recently that are just interested in his music, are going to be there. And he just kept stressing, like, it's going to be there, so and so going to be there. And I'm just like, first of all, what am I going to wear? Need to look cute. Not even worried about, that's so crazy. Like, not even worried about the main thing I have to get there and do. Like, I'm more fixated on what is my look going to be when I get there, the presentation. I mean, I guess the presentation is like half of the ordeal because I'm going to be on stage in front of everybody, so can't be looking crazy. And then, I mean, the journalism part, that's just becoming natural to me, so I'm more concerned about what to wear. So I'm about to go out. I call myself getting up and going early to the store to go get some things I need, like some detergent and like, I can't remember, probably some stuff for my cat. Oh yeah, I did get a cat. Let me show y'all. I forgot to introduce my cat. Look at my kitty. Say hey. This is Bunny, you guys. Oh, sorry, Bunny. Bunny is named that because, I mean, don't she look like a bunny? And then my little sister kept calling her Bunny, so I was just like, I can see it. I can see it. So that's Bunny. But yeah, probably gonna get her some stuff. I just really want to go to the store while it's early, take my time, my headphones in, focus. Stuff I haven't had the privilege of doing in all this time when I've been working like a slave. Like, it's a shame that I'm appreciating like small things like that. It's not a shame, but it's crazy that it took it being taken away from me to really appreciate it. And that's the same thing like with my space, how we talked about like in earlier vlogs, how I will never take like having my own space for granted again. Like, it's a shame that it really takes something being snatched from you to be like, okay, like that was something that you was just acting very entitled to that a lot of people don't have, and you don't bat an eye. Like, see what I'm saying? But yeah, that and going to the store. And then I'm probably going to get back and straighten my hair. And yeah, y'all, because I decided, I think I told y'all earlier that I was going to probably go straight for another month because my hair grows faster straight. And then from there, just be natural through the summer, you know, see what my inches is doing by then, like within a month's time. And probably add a few more questions to my interview and get 100% dead set on what I'm wearing, and then do some makeup. Well, you know, all the other basic getting ready stuff, brush teeth, take a shower, do some makeup, get out, get officially dressed, and just go from there. Just show up with a good vibe, just show up with a good intention and see what happens from there. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. If you don't like my fire, don't come around. I'm gonna burn one down. I did my style, booming right, hit my style, no way, booming right, hit my style, I said, booming right, hit my style. That, right? Yeah. And I thank everyone for being here and supporting this. And I think I'll try to play a few songs for you. As I say, I'm not.
She can do
She remind me of Tinkerbell.
She have a beautiful voice though.
Thank you.
And she know her alphabet, like what?
It's that Coco Mel, man. She's so smart from it.
You know what? Candy might.
Hello, everyone. So I'm back after what probably feels like many, many moons, but I just haven't had the time to film, y'all, since I've been off, which I didn't know what I was going to do with this week off, but it has just been jam packed. That's why I just kind of gave y'all a little, I don't know the word for it. It's not a montage. I gave y'all a montage of what's been going on pretty much, I guess, since I don't even remember when I filmed last. It might have been like Tuesday or Wednesday or something, and then the concert, not the con, I guess it was a concert slash art exhibition with my mentor. That was on Friday, so it was just like after Friday, it was just like everything just felt super sped up, which I think is interesting because I don't know if I told y'all before, but I have been seeing groundhogs like crazy, and the last time I seen a groundhog, it really caught my attention because it was right before the COVID situation. And groundhogs usually speak of quantum leaps, like events feeling really sped up. And seen another one, literally. And then it was just like boom, boom, boom. It was Friday night was the event with my art mentor, the art exhibition. Saturday, what happened Saturday? I went hiking all day long, and then I came back and cooked dinner with my sisters and a childhood friend. And then Sunday, I got up so early and went to North Carolina for a day trip, but didn't get back till so late. I literally went to North Carolina pretty much to go to my favorite arcade and get some food at my favorite Mexican restaurant. I mean, it really wasn't nothing to that really for me. I went with other people and they went shopping and stuff like that, but I really just was wanting to get away and go somewhere different, see some different faces, some different places. And it was worth it. I'm glad. I enjoyed the trip. I just wish I wouldn't have got back so late. But the beauty of it all was that when I got back so late, the next day all I could do, or all I had to do, I should say, was sleep. Like I didn't have to do nothing. Didn't have nobody ringing my phone off the hook for work. I didn't have just half the stress I tend to wake up with that job I was working, y'all. And y'all can probably see, probably can't, I'm probably gassing it, but I just look, well, feel like I look a million times better. I feel like the life is coming back to my face, coming back to my eyes. I've been drinking more water. I've been sleeping great at night. I've been sleeping, y'all, too, since Monday. I slept in, and then I went to I just woke up. I guess it was a manic episode or something. I just woke up and just hated all my clothes, and I was like, I need to go get some new clothes. So I went and just bought a few things. It made me feel a little bit better. And then I think I slept. Then I came back and I slept. Went to bed at probably like 5 p.m. and didn't wake up till midnight. Got up, did some work on the site, and then went back to sleep. Probably went back to sleep about 6. And then my water heater had went out or was tripping the circuit or something. Y'all know I'm not home improvement, so I pretty much called my landlord immediately, and he ended up being over here for like 2 hours, which was weird. I didn't tell y'all that, but actually at the event I went to, my landlord was there, so it was kind of awkward, but it's kind of cool at the same time because I pressed record on, well, I thought I pressed record on me starting my interview, and I looked over halfway through the interview, it was a blank screen, so I was like, I didn't even get anything of my interview. Luckily, my landlord and his wife had recorded it, and then they sent it to me from their angle. So I didn't really care for their angle, but I thought it was sweet. And then I learned that she used to work at the newspaper I used to work. She still does, or something. But it's just such a small world. I didn't even realize that we had that connection because my landlord, like I said, this is my second time with him as my landlord. So he's awesome. I love him. He's so sweet. He fixed it. Like I said, it took him about 2 hours, so it was just me kind of like awkwardly painting while he was fixing it. And then he ended up leaving, and I think I went to my dad's house to pick up my cat. And then what did I do when I got back? I don't even know, y'all. I know there was a 16 and pregnant marathon in there somewhere. So that was at some point. Then I probably took me a nice hot shower, and I like re-straightened my hair because I knew I had to film something. I knew I was just like, I can't just give them a montage and they just figure it out. I was like, gotta do something. So, I mean, in the meantime, y'all just been chilling for real. It feels so good, like I said, to get caught up on rest. Like I said, my new job is weird because my old job ended on the Scorpio full moon, which is all about transformation. And then my new job got pushed back to where it actually starts on the new moon, so this upcoming Monday. So just what are the odds that I would have got a break in between? Like, Spirit must have knew I needed it. And I don't know, I'm just like been really feeling myself, feeling my energy. I've been on TikTok dancing, y'all. I haven't really had no complaints. Like, just have had plenty of food at the crib. Like, I've been eating what I've cooked. I've not been eating out. Just really feeling good about my space and just the direction I'm going in. So just a big sense of peace, relief, all that in one. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I also been working on these little plant holders. I'm thinking about doing a pop-up shop with them. I just kind of it's hard to explain. Y'all might be able to see the final product, but this is like the painting part I'm at right now. Still got some work to do. Yeah. Right now it is what day? I really hope today's Wednesday because I done lost all track of my days. It's Wednesday. My sister's actually having some kind of issues with her pregnancy, so I might end up at the hospital later today. She's keeping me updated. So we're going to see what's going on. I hope she's okay. And then tomorrow, like the rest of the days, I don't really have nothing planned besides Saturday. I'm supposed to go to DC to go see my fellow artist friend, Honey B. We're supposed to go to this museum that I've been to before, but they change out the presentation. So I think they have one that she thinks I would be interested in. She invited me weeks ago, but my work schedule was so crazy. And I'm just excited to see her. We haven't really chilled in person before, so it's going to be nice to be around a fellow creative and in a city that I enjoy. I haven't been to DC in a minute. I have some very charged feelings about that place, but I'm being optimistic. Like, y'all, I done been through it in DC. Like, when we lived in Baltimore, when my mom had moved up there and we came with her, I had a lot of friends in DC. I also had me a little love interest I call myself having in DC. And y'all, there was just a time I will never forget. Like, things would just not go right when I got there to see my little love interest one time. And I don't know if we had an exchange or if I think the person was just like acting real flaky, like real passive aggressive. Definitely some narcissistic abuse going on in that situation. And I just remember like sitting in some parking lot in DC after the fact and just like bawling my eyes out. Had to drive all the way back to Baltimore, like an hour and a half, like just totally upset that things went left. I think we had like a plan to chill the whole day there, and then it was just like, you know, when the parents are making it worse, like, oh, you back early, like, yeah, I know, like, okay. But yeah, that was like one of the charge moments. Besides that, like, I've had a lot of great times. I keep, every time I say I have a great time, I have like a flashback of like somebody getting into it when I was there. Like, I just have a fairly interesting relationship with that place. So I hope that this trip is a lot less charged because I'm not gonna lie, all this social isolation, social distancing, like it definitely has made me a lot more anxious about being around people, being around like big crowds or just different people, just being in the space of different people. I'm definitely nervous about that. So I did kind of shorten the trip just because I don't want it to be too much. And then I do start work on Monday, so I need to be back in place. And I do have like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because like I have a lot of friends there, but I'm solely going to see Miss Honeybee. So she is my priority on this trip, but I would like to like briefly see some other people if possible. But if not, hey, time. It's just a matter of time, time constraints, time. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, my priority is going to make sure my sister is good. I will keep y'all updated on that. If you know me personally, you can text me and ask me about it because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. And then, yeah, I guess I will end the vlog here because it's just been quite a bit going on. So I guess I will see you guys when I get ready to go to DC on Saturday. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love. Bye.